What exactly has happened to me this time? Well, very recently, something that's going to be of interest to people in this community ended up happening to me. So, for the first time in Underhaven history, I actually decided to go into Von Helton's streams, and you'll never guess what happened. I ended up getting fucking banned. Big surprise. But here's the crazy thing about it, is that Von wasn't even able to ban me without my own help. And there's another story I'll go into later about how I could have gotten banned from Von Helton's chat a second time, but he was just too stupid to actually figure out it was me. So, I guess appropriately enough, we'll start off with what happened on Twitch, because it is the more interesting of the two stories, and it's where Von actually figures out who the fuck I am. So I decide to go into Von Helton's Twitch chat as the Underhaven account, and I just start chatting. In fact, I really only say one thing. I just go in there, and I say, hey, keep coming those steaks, Von. And obviously this pisses Von off, because he doesn't like the blatantly obvious joke being made here that he has no teeth. Just to clarify that to anyone who might not know, Von Helton has no teeth, and the reason that he claims he has no teeth, because his mother had them removed when he was a child, because he's a descendant of Vladimir the Impaler, and it's a whole fucking rabbit hole. We can get into that another time. Von Helton, after I tell him about the whole gums thing, what's he do? He decides to ban me from his Twitch chat, but he's not able to do so. In fact, he's so incompetent at doing so that we actually have a conversation for the next few minutes while he tries to get everything figured out, and I'm just like, eventually just in this conversation, I'm like, you know what, I can't even take it anymore, and Von goes on and on about the same shit that he's accused me of. You called me a Nazi, and so on and so forth. I'll obviously have a clip of that shoved in here somewhere for you guys to see for yourselves.
Keep gumming those steaks, yeah. Golly. Jeez. Oh, that's Unterhaven, yeah. That's Unterhaven. Yeah, we need to permaban you, Unterhaven. That's what we need to do. We need to permaban you. And yet we do. Yes, we do.
But, yeah, no, Von's just making the same fucking pathetic excuses for why he doesn't like Underhaven, for why he attempted to false flag us and wasn't successful at all, and he just gums on and on and on about the same fucking bullshit, which really shouldn't be that much of a surprise to anybody, because all Von does is go in circles time and time again. That's all his fucking content is. In order to have anything to say about it, you need to do what I'm doing right now and cut up these hour-long streams that he does into something actually entertaining, and even then, it's not entertaining by anyone's standards except for that of fucking mockery, just to have a quick fucking laugh at how stupid you are, Von. If anything, the Underhaven channel has provided more content and entertainment through you than you could ever hope to. But things go on, and I continued to talk with Von Helton in the live chat for a little while, until eventually, I end up just being like, alright, Von Helton, you clearly don't know how to ban someone on a Twitch chat, because eventually it got to the point where Von Helton was just like, fuck it, you aren't worth my time, I'm not even gonna bother banning you. So I actually come out and I explain it to him. I'm like, here, if you're gonna ban me, just here's how you do it. Like, I did it basically for the comedic effect. I also wanted to see if he'd be big enough of an asshole to actually ban someone who showed him how to ban on Twitch, and he ended up banning me. At least he said he did. I didn't get anything on Twitch that said I was banned, so for all I know, he just thought he banned me and he didn't actually end up doing it. But I find it incredibly fucking funny that he needed my help just to ban a troll on Twitch, and it was me! Of course, after this, I went into the YouTube chat to check things out, and I didn't go on the Underhaven account because I was genuinely curious about something. I actually ended up going in on my side channel, which is now Underhaven Gold. It was called Animancer at the time. I asked Von Helton a few simple questions like PS3 or Xbox, and I asked him some other question too, and he actually responded to it. He actually responded to what I have to say, and he didn't respond in a way of like, oh, you're that dude who called me a Nazi. And that's not like a bad thing or anything. I'm not complaining. Like, if I'm not memorable enough to be in Von Helton's stupid ass mind, to live in rent-free in there, then it's probably for the best, because I don't want him obsessing over me 24/7 like he does with some of his quote-unquote trolls, haters, and naysayers. So, you know, I won't object to not having to deal with that bullshit. But I genuinely believe that because we had Jeff Holiday on that episode of our show Underhaven, he was the only one who was on camera for that, just because me and Swegta, we never went on camera for Underhaven. I'm pretty sure that he thinks that Jeff Holiday is the owner of Underhaven. He thinks it's Jeff Holiday's podcast, and he probably thinks that whenever he sees Underhaven in the live chats, he probably thinks that's Jeff Holiday. I want to come out and clarify this, Vaughn. Jeff Holiday is not a part of our show. He was just a guest on there one time. All that show was just having good fun. I even went into Von Helton's chat while he was actually having a conversation with me in between trying to ban me. I was like, dude, I have my disagreements with you. I think that you're a dipshit, but I don't think that you're a Nazi.
You called me a fucking Nazi, bitches. What did you expect me to do? When you call me a Nazi, yeah, I'm gonna get your ass banned. I'm gonna get your channel shut down and all kinds of good shit. You don't call me a fucking Nazi. Not only did they call me a Nazi, folks, they even did a fucking Nazi hand salute. But then they went whining to Twitch and and whined and cried like a little 2-year-old. Oh, Twitch, we got unceremoniously knocked down. No, you didn't. You called me a fucking Nazi and rendered a hand salute. That was not unceremoniously, okay? You did it intentionally and deliberately. And yes, you should have had your channel taken away, which you did. Twitch did ban you because I saw it. I went back and checked. Your channel was gone. So yeah, I did. You just butthurt. That's all. That's okay. I don't care.
And if you genuinely got that out of what I said, then I apologize for that. I'm not gonna apologize for all the other shit I've talked about you. But if you genuinely think I called you a Nazi, because I didn't, I think it's your stupid perception and your just desire to become a victim. But if you genuinely got offended by it and you aren't just trying to bullshit, which I think is a very narrow chance, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and say, sure, in that case, I apologize. Maybe I'll actually treat you with some human decency when you start treating others with human decency. Because Vaughn, when all you do is treat others like shit and you aren't willing to accept any fault, you just want everyone to apologize to you and you aren't willing to do any apologizing for all the shitty things that you've done to everybody that you've affected, fuck you. I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna be the nice guy. I'm not gonna extend the olive branch like I do with nearly everybody else. Everybody else on this channel who gets described in that category of a lulz cow, I'm willing to reach out to them, have a conversation with them, and Vaughn, you are just such a dipshit who's incapable of moving on that I'm not even gonna try. That's what it boils down to at the end of the day is Vaughn Helton, you are so simple-minded. One of the podcasts who has been most critical of you was in your live chat fucking with you. And the one time that you could tell, you couldn't even ban them. Cannot even ban the quote-unquote trolls, haters, and naysayers. If you're gonna ban a bunch of people in your chats just for disliking you or just for disagreeing with you, at least know how to fucking do it. That was pretty fucking heated. I got pretty heated, and I feel like this really just goes to show how stupid Vaughn is. He can't even learn how to ban someone in his live chat. I feel like this would have been a lot less funny if Che Dubs was there or whatever the fuck, one of Vaughn's little lackeys. I find it ridiculous that Vaughn Helton even has people who are willing to be his lackeys. But if one of Vaughn's little henchmen was there, he would have ruined the joke instantly, would have told Vaughn how to ban me himself, and then we wouldn't have had this great fucking moment that shows off Vaughn's stupidity. Also, by the way, I've been talking about this, I've mentioned it on a few streams before. I want you to know that this is a big project and it's gonna take a lot of fucking time, but I'm still working on that Vaughn Helton documentary. I'm gonna get started on it sometime early this year. I just want to make sure that the Underhaven channel has consistent uploads first before I take on a huge, massive project like that, because I'm pretty sure when I do that Vaughn Helton documentary, there's like a 50% chance that it's gonna drive me insane. Let's just accept this, right? Like, there's a chance that learning that much about Vaughn Helton will drive me utterly fucking insane. If you guys want to support me, you can drop a like below. You can support me on Patreon, and you know, just you guys viewing and sharing this to other people that you think would be interested in it. I know there's a lot of people who like seeing Vaughn Helton get fucked on. Yeah, just drop this to the people who you might think is interested, and as always, guys, thanks for watching, and stay toasty.